Welcome back everybody to another custom or classic where we get two identical cars and restore one classically, originally, and we do the other slightly custom. So we finally got our Escorts done. It only took 2 years, and let's hope the next two will go along a lot quicker. So as you can see, the next two cars we've got are both Mk1 Minis. So I managed to pick these two little gems up on eBay. They were both listed separately, and I ended up paying £13,000 for them, which is quite a lot. So the story behind the cars is that the chap originally bought the red one in 1990 for £150. He used it for a while. Then when bits started failing, he bought the Fiesta yellow one as a parts car, but realised it was better than his, so put them both in a garage, and that's where they were sat for 25 years. Me and Keithy jumped in the big van. Road trip. Went and pulled the covers off them. They looked in a right state, all the tyres were flat, the brakes were locked on, but we managed to drag them out, get them on the truck, and get them back here. Once they were back here, we can see that the red one is really bad. Every panel has been repaired, and on top of that is still rusting around the repairs, so that needs a lot of work. And this one, looking at it, doesn't actually look that bad. We've got to dig into it a bit, but it's a nice complete car. It's only done 10,000 miles. The first owner had it from 1964 when it was new up until about 85, I think it was, so they had it a long time. It's in the rare colour Fiesta yellow, which is rare because nobody liked it when they come out, so there weren't many sold. So this is the one we are going to do classic and original, and the other one we're going to modify. So with the other one, we're obviously going to do the welding, but we're going to go Italian job style, 3 spotlights, 10-inch mini lights, little set of disc brakes on it, one of those T-bar roll cages where it's just the hoop and the little bar going down to the parcel shelf. Just generally make it cool and a little bit sporty. With this one, I want to do it differently to how I did the Escorts. Instead of buying loads of aftermarket bits off the shelf, I want to use 99% of this car and recondition everything. If I have to buy parts, I'm going to buy genuine second-hand parts. So it's going to be an original Mini. Stuff like the bumpers, see if I can get them, you know, re-chromed, hammer the dents out. So then I've got definitely an original Mini. We might have to nip out. There's a local place in Dimmock to us called Mini Mail. Tim, I used to go out there when I was 16, when I had bought my first Mini, and see him. I'll probably take the car out to him and check what's original and what's not. Like, I'm sure, I don't know if this mirror here is original. I think they used to have them on the wing, and what model it is, because I don't know if they did like deluxe, super deluxe, you know, is it just a standard one? I don't know. But being this color and only 10,000 miles on it, this is going to be worth a lot when it's done. So we're going to start on the classic one. Let's get it on the ramp, and I think go through stuff and just see what's broke before we strip it down. So let's get cracking with our first car. Go on in, Keith, give us a push.
Okay, man. How's it coming? Ready?
Yeah.
Are the brakes stuck?
I'll take the handbrake off.
Yeah.
I'll get out and give you a hand.
Yeah, thanks.
How much we got your side?
About 1.5 foot. About a foot now.
Ah. That's the first snag. It's too small for the ramp. Right, let's have a think. You wiggle on. There we go. Do the same the other side.
Part 6 of putting a Mini on a ramp.
Yeah, I think that's about as good as it's going to get. We'll probably have to go forwards a bit and then, all right, get the chocks. All right, this is where we get all the super good noises. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
that was all right.
All right, let's get the battery in.
What are you going in there for?
Ah, it's got one in the boot. Spanner.
Use a spanner.
Oh, I think I've found some rust already. Let's have a look. My corrosion assessment tool. Oh, that
sounds a bit spongy.
That's just sealer.
Oh, is it?
Oh dear. Well, that was short-lived, mate.
Oh, nice.
Just sealer instead of metal, chemical metal.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's the main rear subframe mount going onto the tub. Is silicon. Mint. Right, let's get this battery out. Just thinking about it, a quick note, the best design about these minis is if you don't take off the earth first, and when you undo this, I'll take that off. You undo this nut and put it against the, and it does a direct short from the battery to the rear panel, so that's excellent. So that's why you always take the negative off first. That actually says negative terminal on that as well, even though it's a positive. Get it the right way around. Oh. Half the
Don't put it in too hard.
no. Don't put it in too hard, that's what they all say.
Insinuendos.
Yeah. Right, let's just loosely do this for now because the floored battery box bottom is about to fall off. Right, let's get the keys in. Ooh. That's the whole boot.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the hinge being loose on that.
This one's
That's
the,
a bit,
the inner skin's not connected to the outer skin.
Bit Tommy Cotton.
All right, it will need a boot then as well. Is that the right boot because it ain't got the ribs in? Because don't they all usually are solid?
No, don't forget they've got the up and down.
Oh yeah, the number plate thing.
Yeah.
So it's different. Right.
Yeah.
Well, we've got no fires so far. So you jump in, try and find the ignition key, wherever it is, on the floor somewhere.
Okay.
And I'll check the lights. No, Simon had them. He said, is this the keys? And then he threw them inside. I got them.
You got them?
They're on the dashboard.
Oh, really?
Right, so the rustiest keys go in.
Yeah. Does one actually?
Try. I've tried one. Try the other, one of the other two keys. Let me pause the camera. We'll get them working. 2 secs. Okay, we're back. None of the keys that come with the car actually worked, but the back door off my house key works. So, right, try and find the lights then. Is the ignition on now? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, try the indicators first, because we know where that is.
Got no ignition lights.
Okay, put your foot on the brake. No, nothing works. Right, back in a minute again. Right, we're back. So the fuses were all corroded under the bonnet, and we've hit another issue with the bonnet, which I'll show you in a minute. See, oh, it's loosening off now.
Yeah.
Right, jump in then. Let's have another go. So we got that indicator, other indicator. Yeah, they work and everything.
I've got a flashing red end.
Foot on the brake. Yeah, that works. So the lights is probably one of them white. Try the other one, the other next one to it. And again, that does 2 clicks, so it's going to be side and then headlight.
Yeah.
Right, let me check the front. Has it got main beam on a pull thing, or is
the main beam is down on the floor?
It'll be on a button, right? Okay. So yeah, the other fault we've noticed is it's got, you know, like on the new Golfs and Audis, they got the hydraulic rams, so you can leave the bonnet at any height. So it's got. Look at that. That's cool for the shows, so you can just be like real seedy and just show a bit of the engine. There we go. Right, turn the headlights on then. And then let me just wiggle these fuses again. Oh, pushed it too hard. Right, we'll have another go at this. I'll pause you again for a minute. Okay, so we found our problem. So this is the switch, side lights, headlights, and these are the 2 powers that come out of it, and there was nothing working. So basically, if I probe this up, the headlights come on, and if I probe this one up, the side lights come on with the back lights. So at least we know we need a switch. I don't have a clue what this switch is for yet, so we'll have to work that one out in the future. It ain't got a heated rear screen. There's also a switch on the side of the clocks there that does nothing. And let me just turn the ignition on. And good news, I found the heater switch, which is right underneath. Ready, listen. It was working. No, it's decided not to work anymore. Well, that'll do anyway. Right. So that's lights done. And should we change the oil, Keith, and have a go at starting it?
Why not, mate? Why not?
Might as well. Yeah. Right.
I was just going to say was if the viewers wanted to comment below about what those switches are for, that might help us out.
Oh yeah, if you know what this is. So that's going to be to do the hot and cold on the heater. That one I don't know. That one I've dropped the ignition switch out just so I can see the wires for this one. So I know that one. That one's the choke. That's washers. And then there's a button down here, which we'll work that one out in a minute. Let's have a... Oh, that's the starter motor button. Okay, so the engine's not seized then. That's all right, Keith, isn't it?
That's good.
Yeah.
And the headlight switch.
There's one under here. That's the main beam, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I power up the headlights, no, it's not making a click. It just goes on and off. So we'll get one of those, or we'll try and take it apart and fix that one. Let's do the oil and try and start it then.
Brilliant.
Right, sound. Let's have a look at her. It looks all right.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hang on, let me get the camera. Let me show you lot this.
Yeah, don't say anything yet.
This is our first view. So, first view of the floor. I'll try and zoom in. We got 1 plate, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me zoom in a bit. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plates just on this one bit of floor. Awesome. Oh, and on the other floor. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's not so bad that side.
No. Let me do a pan of the other side and show you. Yeah. Well, that's a bit disheartening.
It's quite bad, isn't it, mate?
For the first lift up, we're going to have to find a complete floor.
Yeah. There's no cobwebs underneath it though. No spiders.
It's full of oil, that's why. They don't like the oil. So yeah, doing this genuine, I don't want to just get like aftermarket and stuff.
Isn't that not genuine then? Can't we just...
I mean, that's genuine 1970s sheet metal. It's probably about 2 mil thick, that metal.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Patchwork quilt.
Strongest bit on the car. But yeah, we're gonna have to try and sort like a heritage panel out, because there's no point, you know,
In all my years of working on cars, I've not seen one like that, mate.
But it's
Honestly.
like 14 plates on the one side. Why don't they get, you could get half floors, couldn't you, back then? So just whack a half floor in it and cut it out.
Perhaps it was just like a DIY bloke who was just doing it.
Yeah, you know, Stevie Wonder having a go. So. Right, let's drain the oil. What's the sump? It's about 24 in it.
Yeah.
Let me get the spanner. When you're doing all that business, that's when you know you're a top mechanic.
Yeah, right. I was going to warn you, but I thought, no, you deserve that.
Ouch. It actually undid. Undid. It's where half the gearbox falls off with it.
Straight down your arm.
See, a top mechanic, again, should be able to take a sump plug out without getting oil on their hands. Are we ready? Go. Oh, missed. Have a smell. It's proper old school. Yeah, smell that.
Oh! Oh, I didn't fall for that one, did I?
Smells like the queue at the pension. You know when the pension comes out at the post office? Biscuits and wee. No, it smells like...
Oil.
Remember that one time I sat in the gearbox oil?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite rainbow. So we just got like, oh, let me get in camera. Hello. So we just got little, did I put my head in that then?
No.
No, that's all right then. So we just got little blobs coming out. So many of you Mini owners will know, that's if it will focus on this, probably not. Ah, there we go. On the end of that is a magnet. And actually, apart from the bit I wiped on Keith's nose, that is pretty clear. So we'll give that a wipe anyway. Oh, actually, yeah, so that's how thick it should be. So you can kind of see that. So there was a bit, but it was more squishy stuff. This is only just to get it running. I'm gonna have the engine apart in this and yeah, strip it right down. So I just don't want to damage it any more than we need to, just to see if it starts. Do you see that?
Good catch.
I just dropped the spanner and caught it in midair. Okay, that'll do, donkey. Right, let's get the oil filter, which is probably the worst job of the lot. Start recording just when next door's cockerel wakes up. What size is that? Is this old money size, isn't it?
Yeah, half inch.
I've got a 13, let's try a 14. Oh, and the dog's going, yeah, 14. 14 will do him. Oh, that is loose anyway. What is it? Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll pause the camera here because this is where I pour oil all over my head. Right, pause, Keith.
I ain't gonna pause now.
So this one's a paper filter, and they put it so the hole everywhere is not big enough to get it out.
That's why the front subframe doesn't rust then.
Oh, yeah. Let me try that side. Oh, there we go, look. Through that hole.
Oh, that's silly.
So let's have a look. Oh, listen to that.
Oh, that's not been changed for a while.
No.
Ooh.
Where's a rag? Let me hold this up to the camera. So that is like all... This focus does me head in. So that's all sucked in. Have a look at that. That is grimy. And it's dripping all down my hands. Let's get the new one.
I'll clean your end off for you.
Clean my end. Rawr, rawr. Oh, I nearly sliced my hand. So, hey up, Simon's here. Chief Mechanic Simon. That must go. Washer on there and then the spring.
Oh, right, okay.
And then it holds it in place. No, that spring's too tight for that. Pause it. We sorted out our spring issue. It goes spring washer, then oil filter. Should know that really, shouldn't you, Keith?
Is that because I used to work on these?
Because we're professional. You used to PDI these when they were new. Before they went out brand new to the customer, you'd, how old were you then? You were probably 30 then, weren't you, in 64? Oh, I can't find the hole.
Put some fur around it.
There it is. All right, that'll do. We ain't going to do that. We're just going to leave it.
Oh, are you?
Right.
Like a typical British Leyland mechanic.
It don't rattle enough, so let's just chuck loads of nuts and bolts in there to make it sound more Leylandy.
Bit of grinding paste.
Leylandy, is that a word?
Leylandy.
Oh shit, it's got dust in there.
Hey? Oh, my finger.
Right, that's full. No, not yet, not yet. Hang on a minute. Yay! And that's it for this video. Will it start? Nobody knows. Join us in the next video to see if we can get this little beauty running. Fingers crossed it does. Once it's running, that's it then. We'll start ripping it apart. Body, mechanical. Let's get this done. So from me, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-da.